the world's greatest detective, the Caped Crusader, the Dark Knight. All these are nicknames for one of the most iconic superhero in all of publication history, Batman. Now, most people have said that, oh, Batman's overrated or Batman's boring. People like to trash on Batman because he's, I don't know, cool now or whatever. But not in this video. This video, I'm going to talk about the 6 great reasons why people might like Batman. Stick around. Batman has been described as possibly the smartest, if not the smartest character in all of DC Universe. Not only is he's the world's greatest detective, but he's also known as one of the greatest tacticians there ever are. Just because of Batman's fact that he is basically human in the world full of gods, no less. He has to use his mind to get around a lot of things. And along with that, Batman has come up with contingency plans to beat not only any villain he comes across, but even his own Justice Leaguers at that. If anybody has read Tower of Babel, these contingency plans fell into the hands of Ra's al Ghul, and which led to, we're going to say, complicated matters for each leaguer. It all got to the point that Batman himself had to break away from his own custom hell to go and save everybody, because if not, each leaguer would have died on their own. Sadness. Along with that, Batman has also been shown to be a 12th level intellect god in Metron, where he was able to have the so-called new god for his own defense's immortality so Batman can punch him in the face. To be a 12th level intellect to the point of thinking that, oh, I want to understand humans just so you can deck them, you gotta have some sort of level of intelligence, if not creativity. Along with his tactician prowess, Batman has shown to be an expert in computer science, engineering, chemistry, and somewhat of little dark magic, depending on where you're looking at. That Batman has been shown to be one of the brightest minds in all of the DC universe. I decided to lump Batman's indomitable will and his durability the same, which both all correlate to the fact that he is one of the toughest characters there are out there. Batman has taken blows from new gods. I'm going to bring up new gods a lot because they are the equivalent that come up all the time. Poisons from Poison Ivy, fear toxin from Scarecrow, and Joker venom on multiple occasions. Batman may suffer some sort of psychological effect, but he still manages to come out of there. On the topic of psychological effects, Batman has trained his mind to be resistant to psychic attacks. He may fall initially prey, but he will never fall under complete brainwashing or any sort of destruction like that. Distraction. Wow, these braces suck. As you read the Dark Metal comic series, you'll see that Batman has also been able to overpower the will of the Green Lantern Ring, whose key component power is willpower itself. In this alternate universe, Batman still lost his parents, but however, instead of the GCPD or anybody letting Joe Chill go, the Green Lantern Ring comes and finds Batman, well, a young Bruce Wayne, and with that, Batman becomes the Green Lantern of that sector. In that whole vein, Batman wants to kill Joe Chill, but however, the Wayne's protocol prevents from doing so. Batman's willpower alone overpowered it to the point that it allowed him to kill, override the primary factors of one of the Green Lantern Corps. Yeah, indomitable will, resistance to psychic poisons. I mean, come on. Those are awesome Batman facts. Okay, we're just gonna get out of the way right now. Batman's a ninja. Ninjas are amazing. He is, like his level of intelligence, probably the best or one of the best hand-to-hand combatants in the whole DC universe. Batman has fought Lady Shiva, Deathstroke, Nightwing, Red Hood, Ra's, however you want to pronounce that, Al Ghul, everybody to either win or stand still. And now that Batman has mastered copious martial arts skills and weapons on top of that. Along with his copious amounts of skills, Batman is also a master of stealth, so he doesn't even need to go into any one-on-one. He does not need to go into any head-to-head one-on-one things if he does not choose to. But he is also able to sneak around and get the jump on people, which takes down multiple opponents at once. Batman's a ninja. Ninjas are amazing. If you look at the lore in Japan, ninjas are everywhere and seen as infamous, and the Caped Crusader is basically a ninja. Look at all of his tropes. Shurikens, gas, tear gas, and he uses multiple tech to get around. And his clan is the Bat family. Someone tell me Batman is not a ninja master and still say he's lame. I dare you. All Batman may be as crazy as a solo player, but he's only as good as the characters that he surrounds himself with. And everything from his supporting staff to his sidekicks to his rogues gallery himself are all great and on their own. Every Robin that he has taken on, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian, have all gone on to either become individual heroes themselves and lead teams. There was even a point where Batman got flung and lost in time. Oh, back to his endurance. Batman got slung through time and survived. Come on now. But I digress. Back to the point at hand. Dick Grayson, even with his own training, was able to take up the role of Batman while Bruce was away, just showing that he has trained them to even any of them can step into a spot when the time comes. Along with not only his sidekicks, but Barbara Gordon, who's also been not only Batgirl for him, but tech support. Orphan, another badass. Harley Quinn, who's kind of coming around as an anti-hero. She's great and cool. Not only with the superpowered ones and the ones that do the fighting, we also have Jim Gordon, Alfred, Lucius Fox. Just basically his whole like support team is great, and along with the support characters that help him, the people he plays off of, everyone from Bane, who broke his back, to Mr. Freeze, who he can sympathize with, who's just trying to save him, Enigma, aka Riddler, who's just some guy looking for to be acknowledged, and the foil himself, the Joker, who not only sees Batman as his greatest rival, but everyone else in the universe fears the Joker as much as they fear Batman. Some of the greatest comic books in all of DC's collection are Batman related titles: Nightfall, Death of the Family, The Killing Joke, Batman RIP. DC Death Metal, which is a big crossover event, was centered around Batman. And Death Metal, which is also the same thing, where we had multiple Batman come in from the other verse to make crisis events. And on the level of crisis events, Batman has always been involved in every sort of mainline crisis event. Along with Superman, Batman has been there, just to show you the fact that Batman is also a leader in this whole sort of franchise. People just gotta get over it. Batman's important. He is everywhere, and his stories are great. Tell me right now you have not seen The Killing Joke and looked at me like, damn, that's so good. Or for his most recent outings, Under the Red Hood, which brought back Jason Todd to the main DC continuity. Tell me that's not a banger. Tell me that's not. Along with everything that Batman, as we've discussed, his kick-ass ability, his indomitable will, and psychological prowess, yeah, I can talk, his combat skills, his level of stealth, and his intelligence alone, Batman is probably the most relatable character there is in the whole DC mythos. And I'm not saying that in the way of no one can see themselves as Superman or Wonder Woman or the Flash or anybody like that. You may somehow identify with that, but as a human, Batman has shown us all that no matter what we're given, we can still overcome. Yes, Batman has billions of dollars that were able to help him through his trauma, but what if he didn't? Batman currently is going through a storyline where he does not have his wealth to help him get through any of his finances, to get through any of his issues, and he's working through that. We are getting a more grounded Batman, which can just help solidify the fact that Batman is more relatable to us. He's someone who's overcoming some sort of past event to be a better person, and he's using that to help people in his own, let's say, questionable ways, but it's still something that we can all see. We've all have trials and tribulations in our lives, and they've overcome it, and we see that Batman does this on a frequent basis, where he comes in contact with not only his own psyche but gods themselves, and they respect him for it. And along with that, I'm going to go with empathy. Batman has shown to be also one of the most empathetic characters around. He has taken in multiple orphans and given them a home. He's shown sympathy to supervillains who have either known they've gone on the wrong path, and they're not looking for just pure destruction. They are looking for help, and Batman has been there to try to help them. He knows that sometimes he can't do it as the Cape Crusader, and will come in as Bruce Wayne to help out in any sort of manner. And that's it for me, guys. If you enjoyed this little rant about Batman, please comment below and like and subscribe. This is just like a small take on how I feel what makes Batman great. Yeah, again, these are my own opinions. I didn't get into a real big detail. I'm trying to keep this video under a certain amount of time because nobody is going to stick around for a 30-minute conversation. But if you would like a longer video and longer explanations for my reasonings down there, please comment down below as well. And no matter where you guys are in the world, I hope you just continue to keep being awesome. Later, folks.
I am not a disgrace. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!